So, brethren, it's a pleasure being here once again. And all scriptures will be read from the King James Version Bible. And I would love to continue from where we had stopped off last week as I spoke about abundant parental giving would ensure your children's present and future blessings. And today, I would like the topic um, at hand will be on slothfulness and idleness are proven enemies of financial success. So it's a rather short discussion today. And as I mentioned prior, that all scriptures will be read from the King James Version Bible. So I'll start. I am sure that no one will take issue with me over the topic today, which is slothfulness and idleness are proven enemies of financial success. For we all know that slothfulness and idleness are not only enemies of financial success, but are proven enemies of success in every walk of life. Now, the portion of the Bible in which this topic at hand being discussed today is unmistakably ventilated is the Proverbs written by King Solomon to confirm this fact. So the following texts are accordingly being read, which will be Proverbs chapter 10, verse 4, which states, He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. Again, he wrote in Proverbs chapter 20, verse 4, The sluggard will not plow by reason of the cold, therefore shall he beg in harvest and have nothing. Moreover, he added in Proverbs chapter 28, verse 19, He that tilleth his land shall have plenty of bread, but he that followeth after vain persons shall have poverty enough. So the scriptures, brethren, should be enough to settle this laziness score. Nevertheless, on this issue, I covet your indulgence once more. The following is the result of an investigation which the wise man Solomon undertook. May you be instructed as you take a good look at this portion of the holy book. So, in Proverbs chapter 24, verse 30 to 34, I'll read from. And it goes like this. I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And, lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. So that was Proverbs chapter 24, verses 30 to 34. End time saints, you know that Solomon's findings are true. Therefore, if for success and riches you aspire, make sure the Proverbs chapter 24, verse 30 to 34, you never acquire. But one might be tempted to ask, does the New Testament have anything to say about this evil called the slothfulness? Of course, it does. And when one considers the drastic punishment meted out by Jesus to the unprofitable servant, who, because of slothfulness and laziness, hid the Lord's money instead of investing it, one can readily appreciate the destructive nature of this vice. This fact can be verified by reading Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 to 20. Again, some might argue that the topic relates to one's attitude towards spiritual things, but has no relevance whatsoever with respect to the world of work. This argument might have had some merit, If the Apostle Paul had not written about this said subject, the following is God's stand and not man's. Therefore, you should pay special heed to the following. And it goes like this. So I'll be reading from 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verses 7 to 12. It states, "For yourselves know how we ought to follow us, for we behave not ourselves disorderly among you. Neither did we eat any man's bread for naught, but wrought with labor and travail, night and day, that we might not be chargeable to any of you. Not because we have not power to live by preaching, but to make ourselves an example unto you to follow us. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies. Now, them that are such, those lazy ones among you, we command and exhort by our Lord Jesus Christ, that with quietness they work and eat their own bread." So that's 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verses 7 to 12. So, brethren, as I come to a close, what is shared today is plain and simple and requires no further explanation. Therefore, if your desire in life is to have good success, you must, at all cost, shun slothfulness and idleness. Moreover, in matters relating to one's spiritual advancement, one has to be even more diligent. For if one succumbs to laziness and slothfulness, one would only end up being a spiritual pest. So flee slothfulness and idleness. Be diligent, ever striving to do your very best, and you shall surely have good success. So that's the end of my segment today, brethren. I will be live next Sunday again. And brethren, as I always share, please prepare yourselves for Jesus Christ's return, because he will be returning, and he will be returning soon. Spend time in the Holy Word, brethren, on a daily basis. You need to strengthen yourselves in the Word, because what lies ahead for Christians will not be an easy road. So, brethren, find persons, surround yourselves with persons who are on the same narrow path like you. Strengthen yourselves together. Spend time together reading the Word. Brethren, Jesus Christ loves you. I love you. Please have a safe and productive week. Bless.